evening and welcome to another exciting episode of Bahrain Today, where we cover the latest topics and trends in the kingdom, featuring our innovative guests right here on Bahrain International Daily Show. Before we get started, don't forget to DM us on our social media accounts shown below on the screen. Stay tuned, we'll be right back for more. Welcome back. The Plant Power Company provides plant-based meal delivery services for those who seek to improve their lifestyles and help individuals lose extra weight and get healthy. But more importantly, moving from idle survival to full-on plant-based thriving. With us in the studio is Mr. Jolt, founder of the Plant Power Company, and Mr. Bassam Al-Alawi, chef and co-founder of the Plant Power Company. Hello and welcome to Bahrain Today.
Hi, nice to be here.
Same here. How are you guys doing?
Great.
How's the weather treating you?
Well, it's cold.
It
and
is.
Well, I hope it stays this way.
Yeah,
because
I doubt it.
Because we get to wear all of our winter clothing,
Yes, absolutely.
which we tend to buy throughout the year.
Absolutely. So I see here in front of me, some colorful dishes,
Yep.
and we want to start with you guys telling me the story of how did you start the company?
Should I begin?
Yes, of course.
Well, at the time I was going in for a random health checkup, and the doctor had, run his full tests, and called me in and was like, I need to talk to you about something. And I was, of course, freaking out here because I did not know, and your mind goes to those really dark places.
Yeah.
And he mentioned that he was worried about my liver and the fact that I had a bit of a fatty liver. And being a chef, the first thing I thought of was, I like to treat things with food. I believe it's extremely important to utilize cuisine as a mode of health. So I decided to experiment with a bit of veganism or plant-based eating, which I hated in the beginning. I was very skeptical about it. I used to make fun of vegans. And it just so happened that at the same time I had met Jolt at Reps Fitness. Shout out to those guys, they're great. And we began training. So he was my fitness instructor. And I liked the way he thought because he was as methodical as I was, and we like to keep records and we like everything to be just so. And when I mentioned to him that I have been experimenting or had been experimenting with plant-based cuisine, he was, of course, as skeptical as I was. And we decided to experiment and see, can I build muscle and lose weight while eating this kind of food? And that's where we started.
And how did you feel about this partnership, Jolt?
Yes, he said it. I was really skeptic at the beginning because I'm coming from an academic field, and that time everybody was saying that you have to eat your protein every day as much as you can and train hard. That's how you can be healthy and strong. So when Bassam suggested to try out this plant-based lifestyle change and the exercise together, as he said, we started to track his performance, how much he lose weight, how much he lifts. And after 4 months we saw that he not just like getting better, he looks better, but he gets stronger. So that's when we decided how we can apply this method to other people as well. And that's how we started to create a business plan. And we had a 1 month test period with some individuals, and we saw that the results are good. They like the food. Some of them did even blood test, and the blood test came back much better.
Wow.
So we decided, okay, let's try out and make it available for everybody.
That's really great. I mean, going full vegan or vegetarian is a bit hard in this part of the world, but
Absolutely.
you guys are presenting the food. I've seen the pictures on the website. It's very colorful. You feel like you get a variety of options, so you're not just limited to salad.
Absolutely.
And
right.
that's what I want to talk about is what differentiates your brand than other brands who are trying to serve some similar cuisines.
Well, I think from the get-go we decided to specialize, which is very risky because most businesses tend to incorporate both animal protein and certain vegan options. We decided to go completely whole food plant-based. When we first began, it was completely and utterly oil-free. For some people that was a bit difficult. And then as we continued, and it was very experimental in the beginning, and it still is, we are very much adapting to our clients. We listen to their feedback constantly. Jolt is always on hand to listen to them, especially from a fitness perspective, seeing what their energy level is like, et cetera, et cetera. And I think what makes us special at the moment is that fact that we solely serve vegan and whole food plant-based meals. and deliver them to people's doors and have the option. And we're not militant about it. I don't consider myself a vegan, maybe a chegan, but
Oh, that's new to me.
yeah, exactly. Vegans who cheat excessively. So, and it was never about converting anyone. If you can incorporate more color, and you mentioned color, it is all about color.
Absolutely.
If you can eat all the 7 colors of the rainbow or more, there are many colors that I don't even know about, it ultimately benefits your health.
Absolutely, I must agree with you. Can you talk to us, Jolt, as well about the different items you have in the menu? How do you ensure that you satisfy different taste buds, different different people?
So yeah, as you said, at the beginning everybody thought we're gonna eat grass and salad all day long.
Yes.
It's
That's
true,
what
they-
comes into your mind.
And they really did.
And yeah, it was, so we tried to make it happen that they eat real food. So it's not just like the typical when you go to the bar and just salad. So pizza,
So it's not
different-
just celery.
Absolutely
no.
not.
No, so really like eat good, feel good, be satisfied, and all type of different cuisines, Indian, Asian, European,
Wow.
Western.
Wow.
And as Bassam said, we try out everything. So if we have a good dish that's really good, we put them permanently in the menu. But if something is not as accepted by our audience, we just simply not put it there. We don't force anybody to eat. And also during the day, you have 4 different options for the main dishes. So it's up to you, whatever
get
you
to
like.
choose.
Yes. So the menu is also designed in a way that if you don't want to eat salad, you don't have to. So it's not a must. We don't force on anybody.
That's really
Absolutely
great.
right.
Would you like to add on that?
Well, I think Jolt covered most of it, but because I'm very experimental in the way I cook, I like to experiment with different cuisines from around the world. So that definitely influences how I approached plant-based cuisine. And eating vegan or plant-based is actually cheaper than eating, animal protein.
Yes.
It utilizes everything from roots, vegetables, fruits, legumes, pulses, nuts for people who can handle them, and everything in between.
That's really
It's not just tofu and salad.
Yes, and it's not just tofu and grass.
Exactly.
Which Jolt mentioned.
Although I do like a good wheatgrass shot now.
That's great to know. For me, I've never went vegan or full vegetarian. I always like to have my protein.
Right.
But when I saw the menu and I saw the concept and how you guys are approaching this whole concept, I did want to try it.
Right.
So can you tell us how can customers go for a try and how can they approach you?
So the easiest way, if you look for us on Instagram, because then you can already see the pictures as well and the different items that we provide. And after that, on an Instagram message or WhatsApp us, and we can provide you based on your needs. As you said, some people just wants to try it for one day. How do they
Yes.
feel?
True.
Because
Absolutely.
of course there's a calorie restriction, so we're not gonna give you like a whole that much of food, but still satisfying because
At
of the
least
nature
for you
of the
to
food.
taste and know what's the
Yes.
textures and what's
Yeah, so you can try a
Absolutely.
full day. I usually recommend that one, so you can really try it out. If you're satisfied with it, it's not too much, not too less. And after that, based on your needs, 1 week up to
Great.
1 month, and even with weekends or without weekends, you can try
Great.
it. And just this year, we also incorporated the office plant. So if you just feel like during the day you just want to eat something healthy,
Oh wow!
Or
then
light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
go for a lunch and 1 or 2
Because
snacks.
I must tell you, I work 8 hours, and I know it's the hardest option. The decision to make. It's even harder than dinner.
It
It's
is.
like to have lunch at work. They normally go for pizza. They know things that you can share. But when you have your meals prepped, it's much easier. I do want to ask, how does a diet such as going vegan or vegetarian helps in maintaining a healthy body, a healthy mindset, and all of that?
Well, in the beginning, when we first approached this, I mentioned that we were both very methodical and we did not want to make claims that were not substantiated by research. So when I started myself, I wanted to prove to myself that this can work. When I had followed it strictly for about 6 months, it did reverse completely my fatty liver at the time. It did, which was what the research corroborated.
And you used to get full with the food? You
I
were
used to-
satisfied?
You get more full because it's a lot of fiber.
I can see you have desserts as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, exactly. And you don't get any. You sleep better. You need less sleep. Your skin looks great. My skin doesn't look fantastic right now
No,
because.
it does. Trust me, with no makeup, it looks great.
Okay,
mashallah.
thanks. Okay,
Knock on wood.
okay, great. Alhamdulillah. So it's the benefits was supported by research, and Jolt comes from a research background.
Okay.
He is not just. I mean, fitness wasn't just something he walked into. It was something he had studied for years,
Yes.
conducted research for, and so he had actually more experience than I did going through the different types of studies. So that was key
Yes.
for us to kind of initiate this and make claims that are substantiated by research and new science.
Yes, what I like about what you're saying is that you both tried it. You both went hand on and
Yeah.
full, you were full involved in the project to ensure that the outcome is what you're satisfied with, and you can exactly relate to comments and feedback from the customers.
Absolutely right.
And what I can see is that you're using environmental friendly packaging,
We are.
which is great, which helps the environment and goes back to your core. But I do want to ask, do you have any message that you'd like to send to people about the company?
Should I begin or should you?
You can both give the message.
So just recently we had a speak with a cancer prevention event, and
With the Rotary Club of Bahrain, or the Rotaract.
yeah, we just want to highlight that we don't want to convert anybody to be vegan or vegetarian, but if majority of your meals comes from plant-based, you make yourself really good things, so you're going to be healthy and you can prevent lots of diseases
Wow.
over a long period of time, and you also help the environment.
Great.
My message is that just don't feel obligated, don't feel forced to follow this diet. This open, we are open-minded as well, but if you eat this one, you're definitely going to get healthier and help yourself in the future.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
I think I was extremely unsuccessful in using the word diet in my life. So once I started treating it more as a lifestyle choice, it became easier to incorporate these kinds of dishes into my daily kind of food intake.
Yes.
So I suppose what I'm urging people, should they want to experiment with us or otherwise, is to give it a try.
Yeah.
It's one of the only systems, or one of the few systems backed by science where you can actually can claim that it does prevent and in some cases reverse illness and
Wow.
disease.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bassam
Thank
and
you.
Jolt. It was a pleasure meeting you. I know for
likewise.
a fact that I'm gonna personally try this, whether it's for a day or for a week. I prefer a week to see some sort of a result. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you
and
so
I hope
much.
I
Thank you
can
for
see
having
even
us.
more branches in Bahrain.
Inshallah. Or
Thank you.
abroad.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Viewers, don't forget to stay healthy. Stay tuned. We'll be right back for more. They say life is a platter. Try to enjoy all that is served. And what if all that is served was delicious? You're surely going to enjoy it. With us in the studio tonight are the founders of the first place to specialize platters here in Bahrain for mezza platters, Amina and Lulwa Al Ghanem. Hello and welcome to Bahrain Today.
Hi.
How are you guys
Good,
doing?
Thank you.
It's a really pleasure to have female entrepreneurs in the studio. I always get excited.
Thank you.
In the beginning, Amina, can you tell us why did you decide to start such a business, specialized in mezza platters?
Well, what can I say? From all our previous travel abroad, we have noticed that unique of the platters, cheese and fruit platters, and really personally we enjoyed the platter when we travel. So when we came back home, we realized that we don't have this in
option
Bahrain.
here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then we started our journey here.
That's really great.
Yeah.
So you are a mezza platter lover yourself.
Yes.
You like it, and that's why you decided to
Yeah.
Start this business, of course, with Lulwa. Can you tell us about what kind of platters do you guys prepare?
Okay, so we have combination of fresh fruit and cheese. We have like 20 type of cheese. We bring it from abroad. So we have most selling cheese, our lavender cheese. Most people love it. And we have goat cheese, wasabi cheese, and cranberry cheese.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have like unique cheese that people love it, not the usual cheese we have it here.
Yes.
And also we have our signature sauce. Most people love it. With the biscuit and chips and bread.
That's
We can add bread and jam and honey to the breakfast.
That's really great. I mean, I can see the platter. If the viewers can also see, it really is colorful. It's not just still with one shape. You are trying to combine different shapes and
Yeah.
different colors. But what if someone wants just a fruit platter or just a cheese platter? Can you also go for that?
We can make the platter upon the customer choices. So nothing is fixed. This is the best part. They can choose whatever they want, and we can make the design.
can
So we have
customize
different,
it.
yes, we have different arrangements. So they can choose whatever they want.
That's really great.
Yeah,
And it comes in
nothing is
different
fixed.
sizes as well.
Yes, we have different sizes. We have boxes and we have tray. Boxes, we have 3 sizes, and the tray is starting from the small till the party size. It's 1 meter size.
Wow.
Yeah,
It can serve up to how many people?
1 meter, like 20%.
That's really, really nice. And when you guys serve these platters, what's the top advice you give for the customers to maintain it as a fresh, appetizers until the guests arrive?
Yeah, better to take it at the same time and not keep it in the fridge, because if they keep it in the fridge, it will damage. Yeah, so better to take it at the same time.
Great, that's really great. So do you have other products that you also are working on currently?
Yeah, we have the strawberry baskets here. Yeah, most people like it. And also we have the mini there, and also giveaways. They can take for giveaways. Also last summer, the most unique and most selling product we have, it's watermelon cake. So which is kid and grown up love it. So yeah, this is because it's healthy at the same time, so they like the watermelon cake.
I'm sure it's very creative, as all of the products that I'm seeing here. Amina and Lulu, I must ask, who are your biggest supporters, who pushed you to start this business?
My family as well, but without a doubt, most of all my mom, who she support us and encourage us from first day, and she believe in us, so she make our dream to become reality. It's Maza Platters.
That's really nice. So your family, your parents are the ones who push for this. Of course, without a support system, no one can achieve anything. Where can we find you guys?
Yeah, we are our shop in West Rifa, Algeria Avenue.
So you have a shop located in Rafah.
Yes.
Are you considering opening more branches in Bahrain?
Inshallah, soon. We hope.
Can we know where? Where are you interested in?
maybe in Tanabia, inshallah. We'll expand and to meet
I live in
hikes.
Tanabia. That's really great. So you are considering another shop, of course, but what's the future plan for your business? Where are you planning to go? Do you want to stick with mezes and these kind of dishes, or do you want to enter more
only in fruit and cheese so stay healthy.
Great. So you want to stick to your own specialty.
Yes.
That's really great. And do you have any message that you'd like to send to anyone who's interested to follow their dreams but a bit scared?
Have your own ambitions. So be ambitious. Don't scare. Start your business. It's really good, and do what you love.
Great. Thank you so much for being here with me on the show. It's a pleasure to have you guys. I wish you all the best. I must say what you're doing is very creative, and I'm sure you'll be going to bigger places in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Viewers, don't forget to try the delicious mezza platter. We'll be right back for more. Welcome back. In our third segment, we will be highlighting some of the rare talents in the island who have dedicated themselves to breaking, which is one of the elements of hip-hop. The hip-hop culture came together in the early 1980s to build a community for all the talented youth to be under one roof. And we have with us today Abdullah Al-Haiki, aka Dust, the founder of the Red Ants Army, which is the first breaking hip-hop crew in the country and has already celebrated its 10th anniversary. Hello Abdullah, and welcome to Bahrain Today.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I do want to ask, how did you start with hip-hop, breaking and all of that?
I mean, started like in the street, of course, like watching movies, watching like videos, and then I saw it live in front of me. That was like early 2000, and I just fell in love with it, like the crowd, the engagement,
Yes.
and people like showing love to the dancers. So later on, a friend of mine who came from Tunisia, and he came to Bahrain, and he started like teaching us the foundation of breaking and hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
and all the elements,
Yes.
like the music, the way.
Choreography and all of that.
No, there's no
No.
choreography.
So you just go with it.
Was like freestyle,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he started showing us like there's parts of dancing that doesn't match
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't know, we didn't have any knowledge,
Yes.
as kids.
Yes.
So I just start like developing this habit, It became a hobby, then it became a job, then it became a lifestyle.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And I do want to know what's the difference between what you do, the style you dance, and other styles of dance. So what's the
See,
core difference?
Breaking is more technical, it's more on the music, it's based on the music,
Mhm.
Like if you go off beat, it doesn't look nice.
Yes.
So it's really technical. You have to build like a core, you have to train really
Absolutely.
hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you have like the flexibility,
Mhm.
You need that, and you
Mhm.
need the musicality, you need to understand music.
Absolutely. And how many hours a week do you train to maintain this talent?
Well, when I was younger, I
You're
used
still young.
yeah, I'm still young, but when I was like 16, 17, I
Mhm.
used to train for like 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fine,
Mm-hmm.
Now I just do like 3 hours.
They're also good for
They're
3
good,
hours.
yeah.
They're good, yeah.
They're not bad.
Yeah. And for someone to, master this skill or this kind of dance, how long would it take them to practice?
It's gonna take years, but you'll need the patience, you need dedication, you need to love it first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And I do have a question. Why did you decide to name yourself Dust?
Dust came from Marvin the Martian.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the inspiration because he lived in Mars
Mm-hmm.
and he want to protect the planet, So the inspiration came from him because he doesn't talk a lot.
Yes.
He just want to do stuff, He
Mhm.
want to blow the earth.
Yes. So this is how.
Yeah, this is how my mentality was.
And did the name came before you start your band and your crew, or did you start the crew afterwards?
No, Dust came after
Okay.
because I was like Marvin the Martian, then I was other names I don't
Yes.
want to mention.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's keep
so
it
it
in the
was
past.
it's like an evolution.
Yes. And tell me the story. When did you decide that it's time to have a crew and it's time to take it professionally and do it as a job?
Well, I had a crew before. We were like 20 guys,
Mhm.
But then, like some of them went to the army,
Mm-hmm.
like most of them, and like 2 or 3 guys remained. So I was like, okay, maybe we should quit, but I don't think it's time to quit yet.
You just had the flame in you still.
Yeah, and I saw like my friends, they were young, they were very talented. Like one of them, his name Abdurrahman, he's like well known internationally, He's been to Switzerland, Japan, to Russia.
Wow.
Yeah, like invited, not
Mhm.
just going there, They
That's-
invite them there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I saw this potential. I was like, no, I can't just quit now.
Can do more.
Yeah, and I went as well. Like I traveled as well, and
That's really great. Where did you perform other than Bahrain?
all over GCC.
Amazing.
Yeah, we've been to Singapore. We've been all over.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what are your plans next?
Next, I think I want to grow the scene
Mhm.
like more.
Mhm.
I need more people to engage. I'm also now doing like painting, doing music.
Great.
So I want to build like an art scene.
That's
Bahrain,
really
yeah.
great. And do you consider teaching kids the art of hip hop
yeah,
and
we
breaking?
did, and we still do.
You still do. And how
Yeah.
can people reach you for that?
On social media.
Everything is available, of course, on
Yeah, of
Instagram.
course, yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And Abdullah, how do you find the scene here in Bahrain when it comes to hip hop and breaking? How do you find the community accepting and being involved with it?
Yeah, I mean it's really opening now since like we have, like Dubai is really big now. So people like see, oh, it's growing. So they want to engage. I think people, they love it, you know.
And they like to explore now.
Yeah, like they want to see where it's going. And I hope I can push that, you know.
I'm sure you can.
Culture
I'm sure you
forward.
can. Thank you so much, Abdullah, for
Thank you
being
for
here
having
with
me.
us. I hope that next time when I host you, I have more space for you, so
To
you can
dance here? Sure.
perform. Thank
Why
you
not?
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Viewers, stay tuned. We'll be right back. And that is all for this evening. I hope you enjoyed these segments as much as I did. And we will see you next time in Bahrain Today. If you'd like to be with us on the show or you have suggestions or questions for us, then contact us on our accounts shown on the screen. Goodbye and God bless.